Hello everyone, Nospio here again, and we're back with more Path of Exile, doing the race on June 3rd actually for, I think it's the Blant, with all these different mods here, totems and blood magic and increased damage and yada yada. This is episode 2, we just got to the ledge. I hadn't moved from last time, just took a quick bathroom break and stuff there. Had some quick snack, keep going, keep the energy up, don't wanna die because I did something stupid like not eating food, right? You gotta look after yourself before you can really do well at video games. I say healthy body, healthy mind, healthy mind, healthy body, right? You want to balance
I'm not up
both.
to that just yet.
And a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people, they think they sharpen their mind by practicing their games all day and stuff like that, and it's not quite the case, honestly. You really need to really take some time and, work your body, get everything going. There's a lot of things going on with our bodies, and we need to look after them. So I think that as gamers, especially, especially if you want to do well or compete at a game, just like someone who plays a sport might read books every now and then or watch the news or research something. You gotta find a balance. If you just do all of one thing, then you fail in all the other categories, and that's not a good thing to do. So aside from the general PSA about fitness and maintaining a healthy body, we're back in some hardcore Path of Exile, which is a great place to be mindful of your health and body, because you will get wiped out pretty quickly if you don't. Siege Ballista is ready for a level up. Thank you very much, Siege Ballista. You're fantastic. Keep up the great work. I just love this thing. It's just like you just throw it ahead, and if it turns red and starts shooting at shit, then you got problems up ahead. No problems up ahead so far. Oh, there's problems. I didn't quite put it just in the position to tell me about problems. Get that frenzy totem. Oh, we got some enemies here. Get that cold shot going. I did take a quick glance at a starter guide for races before I started this race, and it had some pretty good advice on there, but I didn't see it had like a recommended skills thing as well that I totally missed out on. And turns out shrapnel shot would have been the preferred choice for rangers to start off with, which I thought about it, but I don't know. I like the choice that I made. I'm pretty happy with my setup right now. But definitely, it also recommended lightning arrow with lesser magic or lesser projectiles, like I had envisioned at the in last episode there. I was already thinking about doing something like that. So now that the game is recommended it for me, and I did have one of you guys recommend it for me back in my original Let's Play there, so I'll probably end up going that path if I can get a hold of it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? You can't ever guarantee anything in Path of Exile or any ARPG, really. Until you get to the point where like actual stats will confirm or deny things to you, like immunity to damage and stuff. Alright, we're going to throw that back a little bit, throw down some traps, because these are leaping goatmen, and I don't like to get gibbed. We're doing pretty good though, my defenses are pretty high up there. These archers you have to watch out for, because everything has multiple projectiles in this league right now, or in this race, so you gotta be careful. Just about to hit level 10, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've been kind of looking forward to it, and it'll give me, I think, the last piece towards the Heart of the Oak little section that I'm working right now. Let's throw out traps here, really get some working damage on these guys. I don't know. Ooh, position 3. Ouch, dude. Oh, that was the Twitch streamer. Oh man, did he not make it? He didn't make it? Oh, and he was at position 3? How did he reach like first place for a lot of those things then? Unless some people know, because it said it was the first one. I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works, but I'm really sad to hear that. Man, that sucks. Dude, he was doing so good. He was getting like all the first to do things, and poor guy. He must have just ran into a tough spot, or got killed by the boss maybe, because it said he had just killed Duresso when we last checked in with him, and he's a streamer, man. And if he just got croaked, I'm worried about myself. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, friend. Even though I don't know you, I wish you all the best. That steel racer guy was still going, I think. So maybe it's like him and those other two racer guys were like neck and neck, and now a couple of them are dead, as far as I know. And I think the rewards are by class as well, so I might luck out if not a lot of people are using rangers, and if I manage to make it. But don't put the horse or a cart before the horse, right? You have to get there first before you even start dreaming about any kind of prizes for doing this. Ooh, we got a quiver, nice. Do I have anything to upgrade that into a magic item already? No, I don't think so. That's definitely something we'll be doing. I'll take that off, put that life flask back on. We got 3.5 amulet, which I actually would prefer 0.3% or 0.3 health regeneration over 12 accuracy. So that's why I made that choice just now to equip that new amulet. Oh yeah, let's wipe out that. Bam, just get wrecked. Hopefully I'll be able to pick up Blink Arrow before too long as well. I think it's a little bit later on, like I have to get quite a few more levels before I can really access that kind of skill. But that's what I'm going to be aiming towards, because being able to teleport is just going to be a lifesaver, I can tell already. And just really good for getting through things. So I'll probably come up with a more solid strategy for dealing with a lot of these tough enemies as they come. Oh god, there's so much lightning going on. What the heck is happening? Is that from that totem boss up there? Is it just like spitting lightning everywhere? Additional evasion, we want to take care of that. Yeah, that's Kaduku. Let's just throw a whole bunch of traps.
I'm not up to that just yet.
And some fire shots. We're just gonna fire damage this guy out.
As the
Bam.
prey grows more fierce,
There we go,
so
level 10.
must the huntress.
Ooh, that's a good item, but I don't have the strength to use it yet. But I kind of want to hang on to it. Spike bundle. We got a chest up here I didn't check. Orb of transmutation. No, that would have been really sad to miss out on that. Another medium life flask, so we will replace that one with the medium one. And let's see. Is there anything I want to make into a magic item? Well, I do with this amulet actually. Let's see. Increased spell damage and 8% more rarity. It's not amazing, but you know, it's okay. I'm not going to complain about it. That's for sure. Plus, just having the life regen is really what I'm interested in right now. Because as much as life regen doesn't really give you like more effective health, because you could still get one-shotted with large life flask. Nice, because that's a large one too. Alright, so we want to move that one down and put the new large one there. There we go. Gotta keep those up to date. Oh yeah, we can get a new skill now. Does this last? Yeah, we can get ballistic mastery, projectile damage, speed, and more dexterity. So we got lots of dexterity now, which is good. Gives me more evasion rating, I think. Oh, gotta throw some traps down here. I think that's what dexterity gives us. Oh, I couldn't check right now while I'm in the middle of a fight with all these guys. You know, because I'm starting to relax too much. Yeah, evasion and accuracy. So yeah, I definitely don't need an accuracy amulet when my main stat gives me accuracy. Well, I mean, like, if it had accuracy and other good stats, that wouldn't be a big deal, but I'm not going to specifically use it for accuracy when basically anything is better. Oh, position 6? Man. I mean, they still get to keep their position, so somebody has to get past where they reached, so that's, like that, I don't know, would that guy have defeated the boss and then killed himself? Would that be a normal thing for people to do? I don't know. I really don't know. I could be getting trolled here. I could be all wrong about the way some of these things work. I made it to the climb. Pretty excited about that. I did check my hard drive space. I do have enough room for a few more minutes of this, so probably what I'll do is I'll end up finishing a quest, and I'll cut it, render those episodes, and we'll jump right back in. So there will be some cuts, and I'll do everything I can to make sure that there's any kind of discrepancy in between episodes, so you guys won't see like my health change or stats change or gear change or anything like that. I'll just let you guys see everything, hop out, change the stuff, and then I'll come back in and continue the run as quick as I can, because we only got 24 hours to complete this, so I definitely don't want to be, you know, messing around doing anything that's not going to get me ahead. But see, having that health regen, you know, 1% of my health from Heart of the Oak and all the other sweet stuff that I've got going on. Got a couple of chain belts. This one's at 19, this one's at 11. Definitely want to use that 19 one. Lightning resistance, do I care about you too much right now? I should care about it. Just in case. Oh, Steel Race is the first character. He made it. Nice. Congratulations, Steel Race. That's awesome, dude. You stuck with it neck and neck with the Twitch streamer, and you ended up making it. So that's fantastic. I wonder what other kind of announcements there'll be now that the game has basically been, you know, someone's won the race now, so that's pretty exciting. Since they're the first characters, so they're probably going to be the first guy to get, I think it's the top 7 of every class get that special mantle. I could be wrong, it could be the first person to make it gets the mantle, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of these races are kind of just like, you know, you gotta race yourself, but you're also competing, so I don't know if, like, obviously being the first person there matters if they announce it, but probably just gives you the best chance at being the top of the ladder, you know. I imagine we'll start seeing a few other people roll through it now. Because if the first guy made it, then there's always somebody like neck and neck with them, so probably probably gotta kick it up if I want to make it through this game and actually get into the pool. Because I don't know if like if I were to make it like later on, like say I made it like the last hour before the thing, and I'd been going at it like all day and just really taking my time, would I still be up there in the prizes if I was like, you know, I completed just like 10 other people, but I'm number 9 or something? I don't think it would give me prizes for being last. Or would it go by like the completion time? So like if I started in the last hour but I beat it, all of it, in an hour, would I be, ooh, superior lightning tendrils. That's kind of cool. I'll probably just end up selling that, because the way we're going right now, it definitely seems like we're going to end up doing the bow thing. Because there's just too many good bow skills that I'm picking up. I mean, if that had been like a 20% lightning tendrils, then I might have been like, ooh, maybe we should, you know, really consider going down a different route with this setup that's available. Glad I have my fire resistance, because there's this goat shaman's really just laying into me over here. And that's the thing, you know, these projectile enemies are deadly. It's going to reach a point in the game where I'm going to have to be okay with running away from certain fights. And I just know that from the times that I have played hardcore in other games. Because if you're just stubborn and you're like, I'm gonna fight everything, I'm gonna win all my fights.
I'm not up to that just yet.
You're in for a really nasty time. Let's use our ballista here. Get the ballista going, because it's just so damn useful. Just basically what allows me to even survive against a lot of these fights. I needed to make sure that I use it at almost every available opportunity. 12 to maximum on that belt. I'm only gonna pick up the things if they're like good investments, like something I could really use. Got some, oh, position 27, yes, people are still way too poopy, is just way too spoopy. I said poopy, but it's spoopy. And yeah, but like people are still getting dropped way at the top there. 26 to intelligence. Don't really care about that, but it might be useful for meeting some requirements. Chain boots. I think this is a good way to learn the game, this playing in hardcore, because I really have to pay attention to like all the different items, all the different mods.
That would only slow me down.
What I can get and what I can't get. I don't really want that because it's like that other quiver, because it gives accuracy instead of damage, which I feel like damage is going to be something I need right now. I feel like that's going to be my main concern. Well, actually, you know, defense is obviously my main concern, because even these regular little goatmen are dealing a ton of damage to me. Probably because of this chilling totem, though. So we gotta take that down. Those totems are what I really need to watch out for. 26 to strength, that one might be a little bit more useful. So I'll probably end up doing something with that one, maybe upgrade it. Because 26 to strength would unlock some additional equipment that I could use, and having that might be useful. But then again, it's like, nah, I don't know, because maybe I don't need strength for any of this stuff I want to use, or maybe I'll just get enough through stat games normally, right? Might not be worth my time at all. Let's open this trunk. Another 2-point quiver. Don't need that one. And I got a coral ring over there. That's giving max life, and we definitely want that ring. We want that ring so freaking bad. 30 max health. Give me that ring. I'm not even gonna like care about my other stuff here. 12 max health. We'll use that one. We'll keep the max health train going. See, it should go up to 300 just from equipping it, but it goes to 308 because I have health scaling. So that's like a 38 health ring there. Another 2-point quiver. Just don't really care about those too much. They just don't give me the stats I want. And we got a super enemy here, so I'm gonna throw out my ballista and just start pelting them. Oh shoot, we really need to be a little careful though, because as you can see, thankfully that guy isn't like shooting regular arrows at me. He's just shooting a rain of arrows, which still deals a lot of damage. And he does split arrow too, I guess, but the multiple projectiles wasn't like a huge deal with that guy. Another large life flask. Let's see, anything I want to grab here. So I've got these magic chain gloves and large flask. And we're just gonna, can I use that large flask already? I can. Let's do it. Bam. Okay, and nothing else good. There's a small life flask, but I'm kind of past the point that I don't need those anymore. I'm picking up some more portal scrolls, so my portal scroll problem shouldn't be too much of a problem anymore. I don't think there's anything down here, but it's going for a ways. Oh no, this is the right way to go after all. So we have a lightning warp totem coming, and a bunch of these guys.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Oh, there's like charges on the traps, it looks like. Like you can only use so many at a time. Oh my god, there's 3 of these dudes. No wonder I'm just getting pelted over here with fireballs. Good thing I have good fire resistance. Large mana, don't
I've
care
been
about
waiting
that.
for you.
Alright, we have a fall totem here. Throw something at that thing. Because otherwise these guys don't die. And having enemies that don't die is a nightmare. There we go. Okay. So that guy's gonna jump down on us here, the boss. So let's prepare some traps for him. And there he is. Oh my gosh, he's just already turning it up. Walk through my traps, bud. Did he destroy all my traps when he landed? I think he did. Oh my god. Like, is he not affected by traps or something? No, there it goes. Okay, and throw up my ballista, get some more traps going. I'm just gonna tank him a little bit. And there we go. Okay. Whew. That was tough. Got a superior rusted coif.
That would only slow me down.
Room. Nope. Okay, stop in the volley. And there we go. We reached the prisoner's gate, I think. Let's see. It should just be up here. So we'll probably walk in and see if there's a handy-dandy waypoint to use right away. I can't remember if there's one in the prisoner, if you have to go through and find it. I feel like it's just right down in the corner here, usually. I think it's one of the first things you find when you walk in. But there was the waypoint just outside of the prison on the other side, so I could be wrong. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Let's
There's
go
no
deal with our
justice in a
inventory
place
before
like
we
this.
jump
Only
into
misery.
into the lower prison there. It seems like the hardcore characters say different little equips than the regular characters, which I think is cool. Anything worth IDing? Not really. Let's ID those gloves. No, they're not good. Okay, we get added cold damage or lesser multiple projectiles. I feel like I'm definitely gonna take lesser multiple projectiles because I just want to pump up my ice shot right now. I wanted lightning shot, but I don't have it yet. Do you sell that yet, lady? Oh, you do sell more stuff. Let's see, do we have a lightning arrow here? Because that is definitely going to be the path I take if it's here. We got decoy totem. That requires more strength, which I do have that amulet, which gives me strength. What's that? We got multiple trap support. Okay, do I have a linkable? I don't have any green links. Do I have any armor with green links? No. Okay, so we definitely have to save that and get something that'll give us the ability to link my traps together. Let's see, chance to flee, blind, ranged attack, trap support, 20% more damage. Doesn't look like lightning arrow is here as far as I can tell. I guess I could just type in lightning and that would tell me, but I'm just gonna go through one more time, see if there's anything else cool I want to look at. Oh, no, it doesn't look like it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take do I have anything red? Fire damage, what's here? Fire trap, would that work? Fire support, and then just deal more fire damage. I don't have enough strength to use it though, but I don't have enough stuff to buy any of this stuff actually. So let's sell items. Definitely a lot of things I want to keep my eye on in there, because I might end up purchasing a few pieces to use. I gotta get rid of all this junk in my inventory first though. I think that's all I wanted to get rid of. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. I don't have any orbs to purchase stuff with, but let's actually get rid of these spells as well. And the intelligence and the mana one. There we go. And I'll hang on to that stuff for when we can use it. Should I reroll the colors of one of these things? Like this helmet right here. I feel like it requires Inthos. That's probably gonna roll blue. We can roll this one. Let's try that. Let's try it. So I want 2 green, so I can use my fire trap with trap support. That's what I want. Siege ballista, you can go there. And I don't think I can actually afford trap support. Yeah, 1 orb of transmutation. So when I can afford it, I'm gonna use it.
See you
That'll
soon.
be awesome. Alright, so our new mission is to kill Brutus. So let's get to work. I'm almost level 11. I now have lesser projectiles for my frost shot, which is cool. And I hope to get lightning arrows soon. That'll be a big help, I think. But man, these dark areas, this is the part that the game starts to get a little bit scary. Okay, so the waypoint was here. I was right. This is the right area. Got an Essence guy over here. So can we trap him and just get the heck out of there? Oh yeah, we gotta touch him 3 times. and then just fire some multiple projectile cold arrows. Will that work? Seems to be working. Throw down some more traps here. Really make his life out. Oh shoot!
Poor
That
corrupted
was
creature.
crazy. Okay, so we can make a normal item, a rare item with cold damage, or otherwise cold resistance kind of stuff. So I think I'm definitely going to use that on a weapon, but it has to be a normal item. Okay. So, ooh, actually, could I use that on my belt? Oh, that would give me cold resistance. I feel like I should save that for a weapon. I feel like just saving something to make a guaranteed rare weapon is just going to be more valuable and a better use of that item at this current time. I just feel like that is the situation. Okay, so we did get rid of that thing. Good. So this is why the Bliss is great, because it has a habit of just taking care of things that you need taken care of, and it just does it without complaining, without any problems. It is kind of cool to like go through here and kind of anticipate running into all the different totem effects, because you have to keep it in mind, right? Like obviously just about every group of enemies you're gonna fight is gonna have some kind of totem effect, and yeah, sometimes the enemies can't die, and that sucks. So you have to watch out for that. Okay, let's keep my ears open. We're gonna head towards, let's see, that gives me damage with bows, accuracy, 10 max health, and increased movement speed. And that gives me attack speed and damage. Or I could go up this way and get things like increased chaos damage, which doesn't really matter for me, evasion rating, energy shield. That and this would probably be great ones to head towards. I feel like increased evasion rating, max health, all this stuff is just going to be really good for actually surviving till the end of this race, so that's what I'm going to do. And I might end up even going further than that, but we'll see in the defensive direction. Because I mean, as long as I can kill enemies without dying, then I'm okay. Obviously getting more damage faster is better, but I'm just going to kind of rely on building the defenses right now, because if blood magic wasn't the deal with this race, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But because blood magic is one of the traits of this run, I feel like it'd be a really stupid idea to invest too heavily into damage, because obviously, you know, the damage is great, but if you spend all your health doing damage and you don't have anything to survive with, then you're gonna end up in a really bad way. So that's my thoughts. Actually, you know what? I need to. That wasn't a transforming one. Okay, that's just the re-roll your stuff one. Was that a triple slot green? No, it's 2 slot. Okay, I definitely need to get that multiple trap support though, because throwing out a bunch of traps all at once would be pretty handy dandy. Let's see. Nope, nothing there. This is just a dead end, I think. Yep. Okay, so let's go zooming in this direction. I need to keep an eye out for any kind of boots that would increase movement speed or anything like that. No, position 37. So it seems like you kind of get up to it's just like depending on how far you are through the run, so your level is just whatever your level is. It's not indicative of how far you are or how well you're doing. It's just, if you can do it at a lower level, then fine. If you can't, then fine. But you know, more levels equals more strength, so maybe it's a good thing to be higher level. Maybe you get more or a better chance at rewards if you're not the highest level. Definitely not doing the trials, because that's not the objective at all. And I don't want to risk just dying to traps. That would be the most embarrassing way to end. How not to die in this race dies at level 30. Poor guy. He was trying to do it, and just didn't do it. I don't know what the deal was, but I'm feeling pretty good about our build right now. Obviously it's still very basic, still haven't gotten anything sweet or anything that's going to make us like so strong we're going to make it no problem, but I'm feeling alright. Burning arrow and ice shot, that's good. And another guy died. Jeez, guys, can I cut it out? Can you just stop? Like, can you live? I need you to live. Well, I guess I don't need you to live, but I don't know, when I start seeing other people dying, it freaks me out, because it's like, I'm a noob at this game, so if these people who probably been playing it for quite some time are having a tough time and they're dying, then I might not have the best time at all. You know, I might get crushed pretty easily by anything. I'm just gonna mostly rely on my traps to kind of take this guy down, I think. which have charges, but I do have my ballista and my traps, so keep my health up, and don't let these guys overwhelm me. Come on, man. There we go. Rare hat, shark tooth quiver, iron circlet. I'm gonna ID, what was it, the quiver right away. 4 life gained for each enemy hit by an attack. Oh yeah, totally using that. Let's ID this helm too. Accuracy rating, armor, and energy shield. Max health, max mana. Oh yeah, I'm totally wearing that. Thank you very much. And this last circlet, just to see it, nothing too amazing. Well, those are some pretty good upgrades there. I'm pretty happy with the way that turned out. Ended up getting some more health, which my health is feeling pretty good now. I got twice as much as last time I really thought about it, which was like 151. I got 324 now. And I'm headed towards more things that are going to give me more health. So, in the passive tree, ooh, we got a detonation totem somewhere and just blew up all those corpses. That's dangerous. Is it down there? Where is it? Can't quite tell where it is. Maybe I missed it already. Wow. And that guy might have been using bows as well. Nice effing bows, GGG. Oh man. That is just too good of an armor right there. That's a big upgrade, but I need to get the strength to use it. Which I have an amulet, but it's not magic yet, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Well, actually, let's think. Cause that doesn't have the right slots for me though. Yeah, okay, let's think. I might have to wait till I get a one with a better spread for what I'm trying to do, or better sockets for what I'm trying to do, because I don't have the resources just infinitely like re-roll the item and try and get it to what I want it to be. So keep an eye out for sockets early on is definitely going to be a big part of what I'm trying to do here. Got armor scrap, superior leather cap with triple slots, yes please, but we just got that other helm, so probably not going to use that. Fire trap got leveled up again, so that's great. And I think we're approaching, no, we're not approaching the exit yet, but I'm feeling pretty good. Let's just get the heck out of there and try and put some things down that are going to help me out against all these enemies here. Throw some traps down. Oh man, that guy was brutal. Okay, so we got another one for cold. So if I get a nicely slotted bow, I'm totally gonna think about rolling it. It's just, no, okay, we'll take these. I just hate picking up a whole bunch of crap. First character to fully clear the dread thicket. Huh. Is that like a bonus area? Oh, I missed a coral ring, which is a sin because it's like a ton of health. And we're actually going to use that instead. Should I? Yeah, I feel like I should. I feel like that's just a better choice. I do lose the intellect, but whatever. I get, tons more health. 344 now, which is great. I mean, that one did have 10 on it, but I just feel like this is the better choice for me right now. I feel like just having that health, especially since I'm approaching, what's his nugget, the Brutus, and he is brutal. He is true to his name. Oh man, these projectile firing guys. Oh, these are the lightning mages. Never mind, these ones aren't too bad. Who's blowing up all these corpses though? Oh, it's you. You're just doing it from really far away now. I wonder if these totems are just gonna get like really bad for me, because they might level up a whole bunch and start really doing some crazy shenanigans like these guys might summon more skeletons that I could deal with. I don't feel like that's the case, but I feel like that's a possibility. It's good to keep that stuff in mind, because you don't want to get blindsided. It sucks to walk into something and just be like, oh, I'm used to it being like this difficulty, so I should be able to handle this, and then the game's like, well, actually...
I'm not up to that just
Oh man,
yet.
all my allies are friends, or all the allies got friends in there. Jeweler's Orb, that's a good find. Now I would prefer to find something with good sockets, but... Oh man, position 12. And these people are still like really high up in the ladder, but they're just not climbing high enough. Okay, we got the Warden's Quarters, so this is just going to be a little story area, I think. Yeah, this is the one where Piety like...
An exile here. A shame the Warden won't leave anything for me to examine. Make sure you tell our
I don't think she says anything different for hardcore. Because that would be kind of weird if it was like a different story. I think the quips are just different for every character. Let's zoom through here. So it'll probably be after Brutus here that I'm going to have to cut the episode and do some rendering. And then next time we'll come back and complete Act 1. And I'm starting to think that, maybe this is going to be like a long recording, but it would be kind of cool to have, you know, every moment of the race documented for the future, since this is especially my first race. And even then, it's my first character on my first race, but that might all come to an abrupt end in just a few moments here. So before I jump into the Warden's Quarters, I am going to go back to town and kind of see what I want to do to get ready for this. Let's see, that has 23 evasion rating. There's armor and evasion rating and quite a bit of it, and I can actually get it higher. So I might end up switching some things around here. That's a good cap, but we just got that one, so I'm going to keep that one. Oh, I don't want to sell that belt. It's a pretty good belt. We'll get rid of this stuff, though. Actually, one of these things get me on a ring. Increased cold damage, which I am using a cold spell. So, okay, we'll probably use one of those. Well, we'll think about it anyways. Actually, you know what? Because this will go on jewelry, and we can make a rare amulet and a rare ring right now. We can make a rare armor, too. That's the thing I gotta make sure I have. Well, I don't need to use Burning Arrow. Let's try it on this necklace here. Strength, all attributes, increase cold damage, increase armor, increase evasion rating, and fire resistance. Nice. Okay, I like that. And I don't know if I want to upgrade this armor or this ring. I feel like I want to do one of these rings, actually. I don't know why I was even thinking of anything else. Increase cold damage, max life, and lightning resistance. Nice, that's a good roll. Burning Arrow, you know what? We're gonna retire you for now, Burning Arrow. We're gonna switch things up here. Let's get rid of that. Because Burning Arrow is good. Actually, you know what? If I have a slot, I might as well level it up. It's kind of a shame to just not do that. So let's sell some items here. Get that. Not gonna use Fireball. I like that amulet, but I don't need it. And oh, I somehow sold things to make a sapphire ring. Whoops, I didn't even mean to do that, but that's cool with me. Anything I need to re-roll? It would be nice to get a different bow. Can I buy like a standard bow? But I don't have anything to upgrade it. Never mind. I'm gonna keep this ring just because having cold resistance might be useful for another point in the game. And I think that's what I'm gonna roll out with. I feel like my health is pretty good. I'm close to a level up. Am I gonna get anything useful for a level up? I'll get some more int. Or should I go down this path? No, I should go this way. But I don't see myself getting any kind of bonus in the immediate future for that level up aside from having a level up. So let's give it a whirl. We got my ballista, we got fire trap, and oh, you know what? Shoot, I should have gotten multiple projectiles or multiple traps first. Oh shoot. Okay, so this is fighting for my life here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna just be super freaking careful and kite him around, and I'm dead. Well, that's the first attempt of my run at this place. So. I'm probably not going to just record the entirety of Act 1 again. I'm probably just going to try and get to this point and do it, and then I'll catch up with you guys then. And I'll let you know how my character went then. So, thanks for watching, guys, for my first shot at this race. And, yeah, hopefully there's another episode following this one up where I continue on the run. If not, then this is where the run died, and I never made it past here again. But, there we go. We got 10 levels at level 11. And just like these guys, we're trying again. Thanks for watching, folks, and hopefully we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.